Ready, mate? Okay. Good morning, class.
Good morning, sir.
How are we doing this morning?
Good, thanks, and you, sir?
Beautiful. I'm doing great. Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Good. Today I want us to look at our normal lessons with looking at social sciences, geography, and our topic, as we'll be discussing for the term, is weather, climate, and vegetation in South Africa. Good. The first question I want to ask is, how is the weather this morning? How is the weather this morning? How is the weather? How is the weather this morning? Mr. Godfrey?
It's cold.
It's cold. Because
It's hot.
it's hot. Candice?
It's sunny.
It's sunny. Yes.
Cool.
Cool. There's something missing, yes. You feeling? Yeah?
It's warm.
It's warm. Yes. Destiny? It's humid. Yes.
It's partly cloudy.
Cloudy. Yes.
It's windy.
It's windy. Good. So you have all given us instances which are the atmospheric conditions that we have experienced today. It was windy, the sun is up now, so we are feeling warm. The heat is there. Maybe later in the day, the temperature will go up. Okay? Now, if the temperature goes up, it's windy, the sky is clear, or the sky is cloudy. Now, what can you say? Alright? What can we say is the meaning of the term weather? So, to all of you in your group, think about it. Think about it. Yes, you can pen, yes, face your partner and then discuss the meaning of what could be the meaning of the word. You can put it down, you can write it down somewhere, and then you give me your answers. Bobo, talk to Lisa. Write it down, put it down somewhere. Who is writing? All right. Which group is ready? Which group is ready? Okay, let's give let's wait for 2 minutes for these 3 groups to finish. Then we'll start taking the answers. You are done? Okay. Nicole, are you done then? Yes. Not yet. Hurry up, hurry up. Yes. Okay, let me start with on my left. Yes. Yes, who is ready here? Okay. Now listen to Lisa's group's answer.
So, weather is a certain season when it's hot, cold, or warm, humid.
It's a
Certain season when it's hot.
certain season
When it's hot.
when
It's hot,
it is hot,
cold,
cold,
or humid.
or okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so this one, yes. Yes, Lily?
Weather is a day-to-day activity like temperature, cloud cover, precipitation, wind speed, and wind direction.
Day,
Day-to-day
today,
activity
activity, like
temperature,
temperature,
cloud cover,
cloud cover, yes,
precipitation,
precipitation,
wind speed,
wind speed, and then direction. Okay, so wind speed and wind direction. Okay, all right. So that is another thought from one group. Yes, the next group, yes.
Weather is the different climates we experience in
Different climates,
different climates we experience
in different areas. Different we experience in different areas. Wow. Different areas. Okay? Okay, this group. Uh-huh.
Weather is the different temperatures we
It's a different temperatures.
experience
Different temperatures we experience. We experience every day. We experience every day. Okay? Then yes, Linati, your group? Different types of climates happening in an area. Okay, so different climates in an area. Yes, the last one from the
Weather is the average weather condition.
weather,
Weather is the
average
condition for a long period of time in an area.
average condition
For a long period of time in an area.
for a long period of time
In an area.
in an area. Wow. Okay, so I want us to look at right from the top. Let's look at this. The Tavisto's group says the average condition for a long period of time in an area. That is how they see. We can define that's a definition of weather for them. Now, let's analyze this critically. Now, we're talking about this a long time, okay? What is the duration here? Is it a day? Is it 2 days or 3 days, 5 days, 10 days? Is it 1 year, 2 months? Yes?
1 year, sir.
No. All right. So if you are talking about 1 year, then we are not talking about the weather over here. Okay? As are the yes. Okay. So let's leave this one now. Let's look at this. This we are talking about the weather. We are not talking about the climate. Okay? We're talking about weather, which is how is the weather today? That was my first question, right? So if I ask what is the weather today, the meaning you said it is cloudy, it is windy, it is. Are we saying how would the weather be for the whole month? Is that what was my question?
No.
No. Therefore, so if you are talking about climate over here, we are talking about something different. Right. Certain season when it is hot, cold, or humid. There's another one over here. What is the season? Seasons, we have seasons, which comes a certain point in time after year. A year after, then we're talking about seasons. So if you're talking about seasons over here, the meaning we are referring to something that has been observed for a long period of time. But we are talking about what happens every day. That is what I ask. Okay? Now, so here, this one says day-to-day activity like temperature. Why activity? I get it. Why activity? Can we change activity here? Can we get another word for it? Can we get another word to change activity? Okay? Or activity in the atmosphere. Okay? Alright, so let me add this one to it and you have to pay me for it. So day-to-day activity in the atmosphere, like temperature. How is the weather? It's what? Right? It's warm. So we have the temperature here. Cloud cover. Someone said the weather is the sky is partly cloudy. So we have the cloud cover here. We have the cloud cover. Then we have precipitation. What form precipitation? Yes. The hail, yes. The rain, yes.
Snow.
Snow. Alright, so it could be raining in the morning, or it could be snowing in the morning, or it could be hail in the morning, or any of them, or later in the day. Any of them can happen. Then the wind speed. Wind speed, this morning when we came it was windy, right?
Yes, sir.
So we can say the wind speed. And this is measured in normally in yes.
Kilometers per hour?
Yeah, per kilometers. So then the direction of the wind. What's the meaning of direction? Yes. Yeah, where is the wind is coming from? Is it coming from the north? Is it coming from the east? Is it coming from the west? Or is it coming from south to the east? Alright? Is it coming from the north to the east? Or from north to the west? Alright, so different. So this, I would say, this has taken most of the things that we discussed, we mentioned right at the beginning of the lesson. Okay, now, so if we look at this, so different climates, again, climate is here. Okay, then is a different temperature we experience every day. All right, so someone say, this group says they are talking about temperature that we experience every day. So, according to your view now, which of these definitions, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, can be the meaning of weather, as we have seen on the board? As you have heard from different groups that I'm able to put it down right here, what could be the definition of the term weather? Some look at the definitions on the board and then tell me, what can we say is now the weather? A hand up here.
Day
2, 3. All right, so let me start with you, Munya.
Day-to-day activity like temperature, cloud cover, precipitation, wind speed, and direction.
Okay, so you are taking that. Yes, feeling.
Day-to-day activity in the atmosphere like temperature, cloud cover, precipitation.
Okay, so that means I also going with the same definition. Day-to-day activity in atmosphere. Yes, England.
So,
Yes.
weather is the different temperatures we experience every day.
All right. So different temperatures that we experience every day. That is yours, right? Now let's look at this. Is it only temperature that we enjoy the day? Yes, answer me. Is that the only is the temperature that we experience in the day? What else can we experience in the day? Yes.
We can experience heat, cloud covers,
Yeah.
and rain.
Rain. So therefore, we can take this. That's your view, but the meaning that there's something lacking here. There are certain elements of weather that are not present in this definition. Are you getting my point? So Carido also said day-to-day activity in the atmosphere, covering from the temperature, the precipitation, wind direction, wind speed, and the cloud cover. So we can now confidently say that, okay, the weather is the day-to-day activity in the atmosphere. The atmosphere is what is surrounding us. Okay? Then, like the temperature is hot, it's cold, right? It's warm. Cloud cover. The sky is partly cloudy. The sky is clear, right? Then precipitation. The rain. Oh, okay. In the next 2 minutes, it starts drizzling and the rain comes. So it's part of the day-to-day activities. Can happen at any time. Then the speed of the wind, the direction of the wind, then that is it. So who has something else to say or something else, a question to ask on this area? Yes, who has different view? Yes. Different view on this. No? No. Alright, so meaning we all agree that the temperature, the weather is the day-to-day activity, okay? Day-to-day activity in the atmosphere. Good. Then, if day-to-day activity in the atmosphere is the definition, now, my next question is, what are the elements of weather? This is my question. So think about that. I'm giving you 2 minutes to put it together. Yes. Yes. Yes, in your group, put it down, quick. Put your thoughts on paper. Put down your thoughts on paper, let's see. Yes, the elements of weather. Element of weather. If we have mentioned that we have precipitation, cloud cover, wind speed, direction of the wind in the atmosphere, what are the elements of weather? Let's wait for the rest. Let me see. I can't see the elements of weather. I can't see the what is it? Elements of weather. The elements of weather. This. I'm not sure. Sure. Alright, we see the last one then. Okay, Renee, give us your answers. So elements of weather. Cloud cover. Cloud cover. Precipitation. Temperature and wind. Okay. Yes, Candice, your group.
The three elements are air, water, and wind.
Huh?
The three elements are air, water, and
Yes, Stacy.
The elements are
Temperature, cloud cover.
wind speed,
Temperature, cloud cover.
wind speed,
Wind speed.
wind
Wind speed.
wind direction,
Wind direction.
and precipitation.
And then precipitation. Okay. Yes. Precipitation. Okay. Carry on your group. Cloud cover. Wind speed. Precipitation. Temperature. Wind direction. Okay, so why don't we put the wind, okay, cloud cover, then wind direction and wind as one. So cloud cover, precipitation, wind, and then temperature, right? All right. Yes, the last one, let's see. It's 5.
Precipitation,
Yes, precipitation,
evaporation,
evaporation,
condensation,
condensation,
cloud cover,
cloud cover,
temperature,
cloud cover, evaporation,
wind speed, temperature,
temperature,
wind direction.
wind direction. So another wind. Okay. So let's start from the bottom here. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let us all look at this. Let's start from here. The group says precipitation. So the elements of weather are precipitation, condensation, evaporation, cloud cover, temperature, and then the wind. Who has something to say about this?
I said wind direction.
Yeah, wind direction and the wind speed. So we put all in one. So it should be wind. Okay? Yes. Yeah. Condensation and then evaporation are they fall under precipitation. Yes. Why? Can you explain it to us?
Because
Mm-hmm.
in the weather,
Mm-hmm.
the water cycle, it's first evaporation and the water evaporates, then goes to the clouds, then it's condensation. When it turns the vapor into water, then it's precipitation in the water phase.
Good. Giving them a hand of applause. So, precipitation takes evaporation and condensation. The water cycle, okay? It comes down, the evaporation takes place, it goes up, condense, and then comes down. And then the cycle continues. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Good. So if we take away condensation, they are all in precipitation. So we have precipitation, cloud cover, temperature, and then wind. All right. Thank you so much, Nasia. So then let's look at the second one: cloud cover, precipitation, wind, and temperature. So we are now getting the same thing over here too, right?
Yes.
So if we take away condensation and evaporation, so we have the same thing that the first group has also looked at. And then the next one, we have the temperature, cloud cover, wind, and the wind speed, and wind direction. So if you put the two together, it becomes one. So the wind, okay? Then the precipitation, the same thing over here. Now, I want us to look at this. The other group said air, water, and then wind. So what is the time? What is the this thing here? What's different here? we have wind here, right? Okay. Then water. Where is the water coming from? Water forms part of what? Precipitation, as the rain. Then the air. The air is where? It's in the atmosphere. Okay. So this one, it's a bit, we cannot accept this. So cloud cover is the same thing over here, right? So good. So now we cannot say that the elements of weather are cloud cover, precipitation, temperature, wind. So in the wind, then we have the wind into two, the direction of the wind, and then the speed of the wind. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear here?
Yes.